Welcome back to the Banter podcast. Today is slightly different because Karl is actually traveling right now and he is joining us from his hotel room. We haven't seen it set up yet, so Karl, take that thumb away from the camera.
I worked really hard on this, okay? I look like I'm in a Zoom call.
Bro,
look at this.
Dumbest thing ever.
Anyway, we have a very important question for you, Sapnap.
Okay.
So Sapnap, talk to us. Do you want kids?
What?
What do you mean what? It's
Do
a
I
serious
want
question.
kids?
Do you want kids, Sapnap?
It's a clear, easy question.
I can't take Karl seriously
guess-
with this camera.
I guess it's time that I announced it. Me and George's sister are having a kid.
Sapnap, this is a serious podcast with serious individuals, okay? When I ask you a question, do you want kids? It's not a joke, okay? I want to know the truth behind those eyes, Sapnap. Do you want kids?
If it was someone as gorgeous as your sister, then yes.
No, listen. Okay, let me make it easier for you.
Question
How old are you? 21? You have many years ahead of your life. Do you foresee yourself having kids?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay, let's take that as a yes.
Okay, sure. Let's go for a yes for argument's sake, because I feel like that's what you want from me.
So we didn't tell you what today's plan was, but today it's going to be titled Banter, the sex episode.
Wait, is that going to get us demonetized? Who cares?
Who cares? It's a podcast. It's Banter, the love-making episode.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Do you want kids, George?
I'm going to be real with you. Currently, I don't think I do. It seems weird. Okay, here's the thing. I think, well, obviously, currently I don't. Well, not obviously, but currently I do not want kids, if that's not obvious. But obviously, the majority of people have kids, right? I assume. Yeah. I don't have a statistic on it, but I would think.
I don't know if that's true, but well, yeah, sure.
I don't know, but I feel like a lot of people have kids, and it's like, it's somewhat expected. Maybe? I don't know. But to me, like, at least, I don't know. I just feel like I don't really want kids. But maybe like eventually, I don't know. But currently, definitely not anytime soon.
What is this question?
That's for sure. No, but okay, listen. The only reason I can see myself having kids is because everyone else does.
I only want to create kids to train them to be the best at everything.
They can complete all the things you failed in life on.
I'm blown away that George had this question planned out and then didn't even like have an answer.
Yeah, I think like it's planned out. We were sitting here. The message that I sent to you was 13 minutes ago saying, should we ask this question to Sapnap and just see how he reacts? And Sapnap, I want to know what the truth behind those.
I'll ask you a question, a little rebuttal question. So you know that there is actually a process to have kids. Have you ever engaged in that process?
Banter, the most uncomfortable episode.
All right, fine. Let's ask Karl. Karl, have you ever engaged in that process?
Have you, Karl?
I'm in the Big Apple.
Have you, Karl? Please. Why is everyone dodging all these questions today?
Wait, Karl, have you? We get it. You're in the Big Apple.
No, God,
no.
God, no.
Oh, okay. Well, neither have I in that case.
I'm not married. Stop now.
And neither have I, because none of us are married. None of us are married. So, but let's talk about like the scientific things about that, like sperm and the egg, and how does the sperm fertilize the egg?
How does it do that,
Karl?
Thank you so much for asking. Another expert.
Because think about it. Wait, hear me out. We start off as like billions of years ago. There was like, what was it? It was like little atoms floating around, right? According to evolution theory.
Let's talk about life. Yeah. So evolution theory is that there's atoms floating around. They like combine. They make the first singular cell organism somehow. How does that?
And Big Bang is like there was a big explosion and then everything disappeared, right? Is that what Big Bang is?
That doesn't even make sense. Yeah. How?
So you're an evolutioner. Are we all evolutionists here?
Me?
Yeah.
Is that like a
what is
like
this episode?
We're just going, Karl. Look, Karl, you know everything has to be so structured and Mr. Beast stole my something, whatever, clickbait. Look, let's just talk about life, the Big Bang Theory, sex, and everything that really matters in life, because at the end of it all, Mr. Beast isn't going to be around when the world ends. He's just not, okay? You know what is going to be around? People.
You know what might be, I have a rebuttal to that. Mr. Beast may have kids, okay? You see where I'm going with this? He's going to set up this like breeding chain where it sounds weird like that. He has like a child,
What
okay?
the fuck?
Okay, like he has a child and he trains them on the YouTube algorithm, and then like he trains that child to train the next child. So basically he has an infinite chain of Mr. Beasts going on forever. And it goes to Mr. Beast Jr., Mr. Beast Jr., and Mr. Beast Senior. And the title of this episode, Mr. Beast Jr.?
I actually wanted to talk about that. It's kind of interesting. It's an interesting topic is, how did the universe start? Like, there's like the Big Bang Theory, but like, how did nothing become into something? Like, isn't that shit kind of crazy?
Well,
Like,
you explained how
evolution.
No, listen, you explained how evolution worked. You said like, it's evolution. Like, it started off as like something and then they evolve. It's like Pokemon.
No. It's like there was literally no life, and then like something became living. Do you understand? Like, that's like a weird thing to think about. Everything was non-living, and then something spawned in as living. From once there's like a living thing, it makes sense. Like evolution makes sense. But how the fuck did they go from non-living to living? You know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
Sapnap's mind is about to be blown the second he tries out the Bible. Here's my question. Okay, here's what I think would be fun to learn. Let's say all of us have a boy. We give birth to a boy, okay?
A beautiful baby boy.
Who would have the most annoying kid?
Definitely you, bro.
Me?
Yeah, I've met the Jacobs bloodline, and when you guys are together, it's terrible.
This is what I think. I think genetically it would be Sapnap, but it's not just down to genetics. It's down to how you raise the kid. And honestly, I think Karl might turn this child into just an annoyance. Like, Karl would think it's funny to like raise this kid just doing like hardly Noah jokes and
just stupid fucking bits constantly.
Like, he'll be like, wouldn't it be so funny if the first words out of my baby's mouth was ta, and it was like he would make a TikTok out of it. That's something I would maybe do as well.
Crazy TikTok. That'd be a crazy TikTok. Second of all, I would say the exact opposite reason you guys would have annoying kids. I think George would never even look at his kid in the face because he has no emotions whatsoever.
What do you mean? No emotions? I just wouldn't look the kid in the face?
Karl, I mean, George would never interact with his kid at all.
No, yeah. And I think the kid would grow like terrible because he just never really had that figure in his life.
Okay.
I think George.
Well, Karl would be too busy traveling the world to. Karl would like have like they'd start like Mr. Beast nursery, and like all the like the people in Mr. Beast's kids will just like have like one mum that runs the channel, and like they'll never see the kid because Karl's too busy in New York. Like, he's not gonna bring the kid over. He's traveling
Mr.
around the world.
Nursery.
Yeah, like he's not gonna be bringing his kid everywhere with him. Like, that kid's gonna be pooing, throwing up on flights. Like, he can't be having that.
Mr. Beast nursery.
And he starts like a kid's. Oh my god, I've got it! Oh my god, I've got it! No, I've got it! Wait!
I didn't even, I'm listening.
Mr. Beast starts a kid's channel. You know, like Ryan's toy review, but instead of Ryan, it's your kid. It's your kid. Your kid is like the host of the Mr. Beast Kid channel. Oh,
I'm down for it.
Don't worry.
I'm down for it. I'm down for it. I will have a kid just so Mr. Beast can make that channel with my kid and I get some of the revenue. I'm down. Mr. Beast, if you're listening, I will have a kid for you. I will do it.
And now this is why I think Sapnap's kid would be annoying, okay? I think Sapnap's kid would turn into a Kyle that would punch walls.
Damn, bro, you got me.
I can totally agree with that. I mean, Sapnap's already a Karl that punches walls.
A Karl that punches walls?
I think Sapnap is a lot of times Sapnap will find ways to be competitive in situations that don't need competitiveness, and I think he will push that onto his son.
You want to know why that's off? Is because the only reason you get upset by that is because you get competitive back. So like what you're saying applies to you.
Wait, when?
To be fair, there can only be competitiveness with like multiple people. If one person's being competitive, It doesn't really work. But I will say this. Sapnap is very competitive, and I want to be competitive back just to, like, shut him down. Like, he'll be like, bro, I brushed my teeth for 3 minutes. You do it for 2. Like, we're not the same, you know? I'm like, what do you mean?
Being competitive is,
you're meant to do it for
fun. It's just
I'm like, you're meant to do it for 2. And that was completely made up. He's actually never said that because Sapnap doesn't brush his teeth, actually. But that was just made up. What was something realistic?
You literally bought the same toothbrush I have.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sapnap will be like, I'm better than you at Valorant. You suck at games. And it's like, yeah, I don't play games really, ever. Pretty much. I just play Minecraft, like, casually. You know, like, I don't even, like, try to be good at the game. And so I was like, yeah, but, like, I'm, like, so much better than you. And it's like...
You know, my favorite thing to do is the only other person that I know that likes being that competitive at that many instances is Puns, our other friend that's a streamer.
I knew it was Puns.
My favorite thing to do, just say something about who might be better, and then all of a sudden, they'll just start going crazy at each other. It's a battle. There's been times where Sapnap says some stuff where I'm like, I don't know if Puns is gonna be friends with him anymore. He says some stuff, bro. It's awesome.
Like what? What's an example?
Sapnap has looked at Puns in the eyes before, and he's said, every single video game that you love and that you're good at, I am better than you. And he just, like, said it, like, with his whole chest. And then Puns, like, was like, dude, there's no winning for either of them. It's just an ongoing
That's like
battle.
The ultimate flex. Like, I'm better than you at all video games. I have a question. Let's say we all have kids around the same time, okay? And they all grow up to be social media influencers. Whose kid pulls the most numbers? And why is it me?
I don't think it's George. Sorry. I think George is last.
I feel like George is definitely last.
I'll say this.
Right?
I don't think it's Sapnap. I think it's between me and Karl. But I'm only saying this because me and Karl are bigger than Sapnap.
I think you're dead last. But I think you have like the worst motivation issues out of anyone I've ever seen at your size. So I feel like there's no way you're gonna be motivated enough for your kid to teach them all the things they need to know.
That's why you pay someone to do it for you.
Dead last.
That's why you pay someone to do it for you.
Case in point.
I'm going to put my hat in the ring and say that I think that I would be too, like, obsessive about him. Like, I would call him out if he made some, like, garbage content. You know what I mean? I think I would. I would, like, check him a lot.
I think I would do the same. Like, if I'm watching his videos or her videos, if there's, like, something trash, it's like, what are you doing? Like, I didn't raise no dead contenter. But what I will say is I can't stop getting this idea out of my mind of Mr. Beast Nursery. I just can't. I'm actually surprised he hasn't tapped into this yet. Or has he? Karl, behind the scenes, is one of these kids channels run by Mr. Beast?
But wait, listen, Mr. Beast Nursery could be a real thing. Chris has a kid. Jimmy just needs to get the rights to that child, and then Mr. Beast Nursery is a go.
Mr. Beast can also just adopt a kid, and then he doesn't have to pay Chris anything.
Yeah, but it's way cooler if it's Chris's kid.
Wait, listen, Karl, does Mr. Beast behind the scenes run a kids channel that no one knows about?
You know,
his silence says it all, everyone. His silence says it all.
Maybe he does.
Because if you guys don't know, kids channels on YouTube are some of the biggest channels. Pulled some of the most views on YouTube. Look up kids channels. It's actually insane. Like, some of them have like over 100 million subscribers. So like Coco Melon
does have
142 million subscribers. How do they have so many subscribers? What? Obviously,
Baby
not everything
Shark has 11 billion views. It has more views than Despacito.
Kids channels. Okay, guys, I think we need to make kids.
What if we
need to get Mark Cuban back?
Get a house and us three live in there as platonic fathers for a child that we adopt to use for content.
Okay, I don't like the phrase use. We can rephrase that though.
Exploit for content.
Let's integrate them willingly into our content.
We could figure out the semantics on it later.
So hypothetically, if we had a kid, we could make good kid content. Kid content is very different, obviously, from what we do. So we might have to do a little bit of research. We could just watch some Ryan videos. We could watch some Coco Melon. We're going to have to find some good animators as well. That's important. But anyway, Karl, who would you have your kid with?
Jack Black. It's got to be Jack Black.
I don't want to hurt your feelings here, Karl, but genetically, that's not how it works. You could adopt a child. But like you and Jack Black can't make a baby. But Sapnap, who would you have a kid with?
There's one woman on my mind more than.
And it can't be my mom or my sister or anyone related to me.
I've
Or anybody
actually
related to
met
me.
her in real life. Before you say all of that BS, let me answer my question, and then I'll answer it again for you. There's this one woman. I've actually met her in real life. She's just drop dead gorgeous, beautiful. That would be George's mom.
Okay, so I said it can't be my mom.
Kid with her.
Okay,
So
I don't want to impose
mom.
this rule. It's like, okay, here, I'll give you a rule. I'm imposing a rule. They must be within 10 years age of you. Obviously, up. You wouldn't want to go down. But, okay.
I'm just
you could go a year down if you want, or two. But
for what? I'm making this kid for content purposes, right? Like that's why I'm having this kid.
Yes.
Just purely like I want this kid to be a content. Well, then obviously who's the most clouded woman like in the world? Because I'm just gonna have a child with.
I don't know.
Who? Maybe Michelle Obama.
Okay, fine. I'll choose Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
If you had a kid,
Isn't
with
Justin
Michelle
Bieber gonna be mad? Aren't they dating?
No,
Bro,
Justin Bieber's
what?
married
Are
to
you being
someone else.
serious right now, George? I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
No, I'm joking. That was like no, I'm joking. That was like 10 years ago, right? No, that was like 10 years ago. They were dating, though, right?
I take it back. Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. Blah 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 feature.
Trying to do more than do a feature.
Me and Sapnap, we like Dua Lipa for her music, at least.
We do.
From my perspective.
I like Dua Lipa's music.
She has some bangers.
I think it's funny that you said Dua Lipa, and instead of referencing any of her music, you referenced a song made by somebody singing about Dua Lipa.
Jack Harlow. Was that Jack Harlow?
There's a reason for that. It's because we were trying to imply that we were trying to do more than do a feature.
Oh,
I mean, that's actually not what I was doing, but Sapnap, I'm glad you took it that way.
Look, Dua Lipa, if you ever hear this, just DM me.
Also, I really like your song "No Lies" or "No Lie." I don't know if it's plural or not. Technically, I think you're a feature, but
yeah, Dua Lipa. If you ever hear this podcast, just know me and George are huge fans of "No Lie." That was our theme song.
I think I think she's technically a feature on that song, but it's basically her song. Let's be real.
Thank you for being a part of that song. I feel, yeah, it is. She ate, okay?
left no crumbs.
Absolutely no crumbs.
POV her.
How many times did we listen to that song when you were in England? An ungodly amount of times. Mama, 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 na 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 na.
I'm singing a different song. Wait, listen. 'Cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. I'm falling in love with me. Possibilities. All you need. All right. That needs to be in because that was lit.
Man said it was lit, and I'm just doing this. I want to tell a story really quick about something that I experienced while being in New York this trip, if that's okay.
Sure, go for it.
Carl always wants to make the podcast about himself. All right, Carl, let's hear your story.
Always wants to make the podcast. Carl always wants to make the podcast about him in New York.
This is my second New York time.
Let's hear it.
It was actually really. I haven't told either of you guys about this. So
oh my god, new law.
We were filming a video on Long Island. I had to dress up fancy, right? So I'm wearing a button down and like a nice casual sweater. And afterwards, the video got pushed by 2 days. The video got pushed for 2 days. So now we're in New York for 2 extra days.
You called me last night and I picked up and you said like, I didn't even hear what you said. You just went like, and then hung up. Were you there? You texted me and said, I'm very gone right now. Bro, Carl's bugging.
What?
Do you want the... Yeah, okay, you said that.
I will tell you this. I drank some age-appropriate drinks last night, okay? It's funny, because I show up to this recording studio, and everybody's, like, dripped out in some nice clothing. Everybody's wearing a little something, and I'm over here wearing a button-down, a sweater, looking like I'm about to go to Hogwarts for the first time with a JanSport backpack on, like a whole high school student. Just like, hey guys, what's going on?
Like, who's this clown?
Like, I sort of.
Hey guys, let's record a song.
Well, it was just funny. There is a picture of me now that exists with Trippy Red. It's amazing.
So wait, did you make a
I thought
song?
It was really funny. Oh yeah, we have a song coming out.
Oh my god, here it
I
is.
sent it to you guys.
Yo! That's sick. It looks like he just showed up
Looks
to
like
like
Carl's like his
your class.
school teacher.
Yeah, he just showed up to your class.
I look
like
like
a
I
music
really
class.
do look like I don't even look like a real teacher. I look like a substitute history teacher.
That got made fun of the whole
Yeah,
the whole
time.
class.
Did people like bully substitute teachers at your guys' school?
I don't know about bully, but they used to like we would lie about our names and stuff like that.
They didn't bully them, but like they wouldn't take them seriously for sure. And I have a video on my old phone, but it's on like one of those old Nokias, you know, like, or as you would say, Nokia.
Did you just call it a Nokia?
That's what we call it, a Nokia. You call it a Nokia. Anyway, listen, that's not the point. The point is this kid, I was recording this kid and someone took his like folder, because we had like a folder, and he launched it across the room at him. Because I don't remember what was happening, but like this class with the French substitute teacher was basically a zoo. Okay, we were all turning into animals, going crazy, and I have a video of the guy throwing his like folder across the room, and it ripped and broke, and the guy literally started crying because the guy broke his folder.
Oh my god!
That's the
For
story.
breaking his folder, he started
cried.
crying. There's no shot.
No, he cried.
I had a substitute teacher that cried because somebody cooked popcorn in the microwave and burnt it.
Wait, why do you have a microwave?
You don't have a microwave in classroom sometimes?
No.
I
You
don't
never had a
think so.
microwave in your classroom?
What do you need a microwave?
I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's a really weird thing to have in a classroom.
I had a sink in one of my classrooms.
Actually, I did have a microwave in one of my classrooms. One classroom, the teachers had a microwave because they would microwave but like it didn't come with the classroom. Like the teacher brought their microwave.
Yeah, that's what I
just
mean.
left in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
classroom.
That's totally something Dream would do if he was a teacher. He'd be like, "What? I want to heat up my food sometimes. Why would I not have a microwave?
He's like, he'd be like, it's just easier. It's optimal.
It's convenient. It's,
It's way
optimal."
more efficient to have a microwave in my room.
All right, well, that's all we've got time for today because Sapnap has actually booked an Uber because he has to go somewhere. So goodbye, Sapnap, and goodbye,
That was
viewers.
him. That was him leaving right there. He literally just left. Thanks for watching, but there's one more thing.